Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the weekly alts analysis. In this series we go through some of the most popular alts in the market and show you how to identify key areas of support and resistance on the higher time frames, which you can then use to either ladder in some dollar cost average orders or potentially enter some longer term swing trades. Adding to our watch list this week, we are going to go through DOT, and as always we go through the USDT and BTC pairings. First of all, we'll go through BTC as per usual. So not much has changed since last week. Still sat on that 29k monthly support. The bottom of the range where we found ourselves last summer. Bitcoin refusing to give up that level so far. If we drop it down to the weekly, as you can see, it's our third test of it now on the weekly time frame, and we're just edging lower and lower. But on the daily, as you can see, still no clean break in terms of a body closure. We're still clinging on to this level here at 28.8. So we had a little tease yesterday where we were wicked down to 28k, but still hanging on just about. My personal opinion, if we lose this 29k level, at least on the daily time frame, I think the next level to be hit is 24k. If we just zoom out, you can see where there was that small area of consolidation back in December 2020, which I believe will act as support, but we will have to wait and see. Moving on then to the pair we are looking at today, which is DOT. So as you can see, this will probably be quite quick because there's not much room left for DOT to continue to drop. So as we went through on the AVAX charts last week, what we do is we grab a box and we look for, starting on the highest time frame possible, which is the monthly, we look for areas where price has stopped and turned around essentially. So straight away you can see this area here from back in September, and I would just draw a little box and I would actually take it all the way down to the start of this uptrend here, which was in November, just covering that little area there. Drag it across and tag it as a monthly. There you go. And that would be, in terms of a monthly time frame, that's basically the only zone you can see, or I can see. Now, as I said in last week's video with AVAX, you've got to be careful not to go too hard too early with these dollar cost average zones or swing trading zones, because as you can see, if we look here back in July, this area here with these candle body closures and those wicks looked like a perfect area that you could have thought was the bottom, as you can see, and we did hold support. We had a little rally, but ultimately we broke through, retested as resistance and dropped even further. So if you went too big too early and you didn't cut your losses when we got that monthly close below it, you can see a drop so far of 40%, and down to the wick bottoms 50% drop. So don't go too hard too early with these. So realistically, you either want to dollar cost average amounts that you're not going to be bothered about losing if it drops further, but realistically what you really want to be doing is having the ability to just get out, cut your losses early if you do start to see price breaking through your levels there. So that's obviously going to be a key level of resistance as we climb back up as well. So I'm actually just going to leave it on the charts for now and break things down to the weekly. So any other areas in terms of support on the weekly time frame, the only thing I can see is this level here. If we grab our box, the only thing is it looks as though, I think I just have it just there, look, and we are sat right in it at the moment. Just cover that candle there, happy days, and tag that as a weekly. And because of my OCD, I'm going to drag that out so that they are all in line with each other. Happy days, and the same widthways. Cool. So yeah, in terms of support, as I say, we're sat right on a support now. looking like we could break through it. If we lose this level here, then I think we're almost guaranteed to come and hit the $6 area, and then anywhere in there. As you can see, if you look left, this was a massive consolidation area from August all the way to December. So huge amount of consolidation in there, and it'd be a fantastic buy area if you like the Polkadot project, especially when you consider if you get down to this $5 area, that is literally a 10x back up to all-time highs. Now, obviously, it's not going to happen all at once. You probably have to be pretty patient. We don't know how long the bear market will last, and when things will turn around. But that's what investing is all about. It's all about patience, buying low, selling high, and that's what you should be getting the opportunity to do in the coming months. We'll have to see, but definitely an area of interest down there once we get there between $6 and $3. Definitely. Moving on to the BTC side of things then. Again, we'll start with the monthly. Again, not much room left to go. For me personally, again, I would be looking at this little block here where you've got those candle closures and the wicks, and we've actually, as you can see, a lovely wick stop right on the right at the bottom of that range as well. Yeah, that'll do. That's January 23. So yeah, again, as I say, we just dipped into that little range there. Could revisit it, especially with Bitcoin dominance rising at the moment, if you're aware of that. So yeah, and again, if you look at previous areas that you would have considered support, you'd have looked at that there. Again, you could have possibly thought that was the bottom, and if you went too hard too soon, you could have suffered some pretty big losses there. Let's drag that out, and again, that's going to be a key area of resistance as we try to climb back up. So keep your eye on that. Weekly time frame. Oh, I'm just going to give that a little tag. Weekly time frame. The only areas I would add, so you've either got these wicks here or this bottom here. I think I would just go, to make things less crowded, I would go right at the bottom of this, right at the bottom of these candles, and then probably just put it up to the where that wick is there. I think that looks good to me. Just there, I think. Happy days. We're going to drag it out and tag it as a weekly, and happy days. So yeah, as I say, not much room left really for the .BTC pair to go. Obviously, we've just tickled this little monthly supply zone here. Lose that, and I think we're heading down to this area here at 2,000 odd sats. Again, fantastic buying opportunity if you like the Polkadot project, because the potential gains there are pretty substantial. So if we were to just take it from the top of this box back up to all-time highs, you're looking at, wow, 370% gain in BTC. Again, no guarantee that it's going to get back up there, and certainly no guarantee on how long it would take, but as we say, your risk reward is much better down here than it is up there. And if you look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, that's going one way at the moment, which is up, which means that pairs such as .BTC are falling. So when things turn around and Bitcoin dominance starts falling and you start seeing these alt BTC pairs start rallying, that's where your low buys are really going to start paying dividends. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. As you can see, I'm going to keep the charts on our watch list, compile a decent list of maybe, I don't know, anywhere between 5, 6, 7 pairs, and then what we'll do is 1 week we'll literally go through all the pairs all together and see how our our zones worked out, and whether there were any opportunities to get dollar cost average orders filled, and or some potential swing trades. So potentially areas like this where you dip in and then you come up, retest resistance, where you could then sell as you continue lower. So yeah, I look forward to that. As I say, hope you enjoyed the video. Drop any questions in the comments, and I will catch you next week with another altcoin.